In unit 2, in the previous class we have discussed what are attributes. Attributes are nothing but qualitative characteristics. Generally data is divided into two parts, two categories, qualitative data and quantitative data. This is quantitative and qualitative data. Whenever the given quantities can be numerically measured, we call those as quantitative data. Which cannot be measured with numerical measurements are called as the qualitative data. Quantitative data are termed as variables, and qualitative data is termed as attributes. Okay, generally attributes are indicated with English capital letters like this, A, B, C and all. So let us take an example. Let us consider a population of size 40, and we are concentrated on the attribute. You can give the examples for attributes like intelligence, beauty, honesty, literacy. All these are nothing but some examples for attributes. Let us concentrate on the notation. Let us consider a population of 40. So we are focusing on an attribute called honesty. So if you number all those 40 persons, you can categorize each individual into a person, a honest person or dishonest person. So a selected person may be honest, he may be dishonest. Similarly, the second person may be honest or dishonest, so on. So here coming to notation, as I said you that attributes are indicated with capital letters, English capital letters. If I do coding 1 as A, it indicates that the person is honest. So if I write second person as alpha, it indicates dishonest. Okay, if I write that as again alpha, it indicates dishonest. So from this you can observe that positive characteristics are always indicated with English capital letters, and negative characteristics are indicated with English capital letters, Greek letters. A indicates the positive category like he is honest. If I write alpha, it indicates he is dishonest. If I write B, it indicates another attribute called intelligent. He is an intelligent one. Or if I write beta for this, he is called a dull person. Means associated with every positive characteristic, there exists a negative character also. A alpha, B beta, C gamma, D delta. In general, we are confined to a case of 3 only. So these are English capital letters indicates the positive character, positive class. We call those as class, and these indicates the negative class. So if I write bracket A, it indicates the frequency of class A. If I write bracket A is equal to 20, it indicates there are 20 persons who are honest. And if I write bracket alpha is equal to 20, it indicates that there are 20 persons who are dishonest. Means whenever we indicate with bracket, it indicates frequency. Frequency means a number attached to it. Without bracket, just indicates he is a honest person or dishonest. Bracket A indicates the frequency, the number associated with the particular class. So this is the notation in general we use. Order. If I write, so I think we cannot if I have two attributes under study A comma B, so you never get A alpha as the combination, because what does A indicates? A indicates he is a honest person. Alpha indicates he is a dishonest person. I think no person can have both the qualities at a time. So combination, this type of combination like A alpha is impossible, B beta is impossible, C gamma is impossible, D delta is impossible. So whenever we are given with two attributes, let us say that we call that as dichotomous population. Whenever the population is categorized with respect to two attributes, we call that as a dichotomous population. Whenever we have three, that is more than two, we call that as a manifold classification. So let us first discuss the dichotomous. What do you mean by dichotomous population? You have two attributes, say A comma B. So I said you what are the possible combinations you will get. Whenever you have two attributes, you will have order. Order means if I write A, how many classes are there? One. We call this as the first order frequency or first order class. As there is no bracket here, we call that as first order class. If I write AB, how many attributes are there? 2. We call that as a second order. If I write ABC, means the number of classes associated, number of attributes associated in any class is called its order. A indicates first order, AB second order, ABC third order. So, whenever we are with dichotomous population, there are two attributes. If there are two attributes means we will have a maximum of only second order. If we have population with three attributes, we will have third order frequencies. So let us see what are the possible combinations we will get whenever we have a very important one, this one. From unit 2, likewise unit 1 is very lengthy one where you have a number of derivations and definitions. Unit 2 only comprises of 3 theorems and very few definitions, moreover very easy one also. So to deal with all those theorems, this table is very much important. Dichotomous population and framing this table is very important. If you can understand this, and remaining theorems also easy. So let us see what are the possible combinations with dichotomous population. So right, A is one attribute. What is its positive class? A. What is its negative class? Alpha. If B is the attribute, B and beta. A alpha, B beta. A alpha are the classes for A, B beta are classes for the beta. You write down either you can write A alpha here or A alpha here, but you cannot write A B, A beta like that, right? A positive class, negative class, positive class, negative class. Now let us see what are the combinations here. The first combination is AB. If I write, see, observe this, we are not writing here bracket. If I write a bracket, if I specify this within the brackets, it indicates the frequency. So it doesn't indicate the frequency, it indicates a class. Here I am writing with bracket, which indicates the AB. Next one is nothing but A beta. Next one is alpha B. Next one is alpha beta. If we observe from this table, nowhere you got A alpha and B beta. So better, but not only better, it is compulsory to follow this table to identify the possible class combinations, right? A alpha here, B beta. First one, AB, A beta, alpha B, alpha beta. All these are 1 2 1 2 1 2. You have all these are nothing but second order frequencies. By adding the first row, you will get bracket A opposite to this. By adding these two, you will get bracket alpha, which indicates frequency of alpha. By adding these two, you will get frequency of B. By adding these two, you will get beta. Either by adding these two or these two, you should get total population, which we indicate with N. So for a dichotomous population, dichotomous population is nothing but a population with two attributes and two classes each. So A is the first attribute with classes, positive class A, negative class alpha. B is another attribute with positive class B and negative class beta. Then these are the possible combinations AB, A beta, alpha B, alpha beta. All these are second order. Whenever you have a dichotomous population, highest or ultimate class you can have is nothing but second order. If there is second order means you will have second, first order, zero order. These are second order classes. These are first order. You have one attribute in each. All these are first order. If you observe here, N indicates total population, not any new attribute. So here no attribute is there. So this is zero order. So whenever you have a 2 by 2 combination, what are the possible combinations you will get? Second order frequencies. What are the second order frequencies you got? As these are the frequencies, you should write AB, A beta, alpha B, alpha beta. What are the first order frequencies you will get? Bracket A, B, alpha, beta. What are zero order frequencies you got? N. Okay. What are the from table? It's you will get numerical problem also. I said you that either A plus alpha or B plus beta, you should get the same number which indicates the total population. This is the case when we have the second order frequencies. Moreover, let us see again. I'll write the table here. How to write? A alpha, B beta. First one A B, A beta, alpha B, alpha beta. Their sum is nothing but here B, here beta, here A, here alpha. So how you will get the formula for A? By adding these two you are getting A. So we can write the formula for bracket A is nothing but AB plus A beta, and bracket alpha, alpha B plus alpha beta. How do you get B here? AB plus alpha B. How do you write beta from here? Beta is nothing but A beta plus alpha beta. How do you get n? As I said you that n is a combination of these two or these two. Bracket A plus alpha, which is equal to bracket B plus beta. So from this table, whenever you'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 quantities, out of those 9, some will be given to you, some will be missing. You need to find out the other by using these formulas or from using the table directly. Okay, thank you.